here are the original 5 Thegria coming in at twice Cray Cross Epic Boss units from set 5. These had a sort of very exciting path coming out from set 5. There was a lot of hype built around the glitter mechanic as well as the dual nation units that these cards came with, but of course the glitter mechanic just ended up being a Vanguard locked skill that really didn't matter. It was just a way, I guess, for Bushi to save space on typing in if your Vanguard is this, even though they end up doing that anyways. And the dual nation didn't really matter except for Maple and the grade 1 Chaos. However, these decks did have a little bit of time to shine. Green Deku here ended up being a very, very aggressive early game rush deck that had the patented Rora Raylina Momoke column that could swing in and do a whole butt ton of damage early on. We had Tamayura, who was a very, very solid deck coming out of set 5 and continued to be very good, only not seeing as much play because, one, at least in English, its very powerful order was very difficult to get, and also it was just extremely counterblast heavy come set 8. Chaos was a deck that was constantly memed on as being this weird, bad Highlander deck, and is now, as of, you know, set 10 in English, regarded as actually a very strong rogue deck, and in set 11, looking at one of the best decks to come out of that set, to be honest. I actually think it's the best deck that's coming out of that set. Thegria was a deck that, similar to Tamayura, had a very strong showing coming out the box, literally being pretty complete out the box, whereas everyone else kind of felt a little bit incomplete. And she had some pretty strong showings early on, looking pretty good, looked as a very solid rogue deck, but kind of fell off pretty quickly, and kind of similar to Tamayura because of her order, did not see a lot of play in the English side. Finally, Eva, of course, was one of the decks that, similar to Chaos, was kind of memed on and being really bad, but a lot of saw pretty good potential in Eva, myself included. If you don't believe me, watch the previous video. And then, of course, when she got one card, she instantly rose to being the best deck in the format for basically up until the time of this set being released in Japan. All of these cards here managed to get new cross rides. While it's not typically actually cross rides are a mechanic from way back when in Vanguard where you would ride a grade 3 and it would get a skill, sometimes depending if you rode over a specific grade 3, but specifically it was if you had a specific grade 3 in your soul, you get plus 2k on both players' turn, and sometimes an effect would have less of a cost, or you could only use it if you had that specific grade 3 in your soul. But it's supposed to look like the upgraded version of that grade 3, without it actually being upgraded in terms of like disregarding the old grade 3. Because all of these new cross rides need the old grade 3s to actually function. Let's take a look at the first one here for Green Deku here in the Viridescent Flash Green Deku, which seems like a strange name, but all of these new grade 3 cross rides also have a same naming pattern, which it is actually the name of the attack of the unit it is for, and then the name of the unit. So when Green Deku does his attack, that is the name of it. All of these will have 2 skills, which are going to be extremely similar in how they're structured, except for the Thegria one, which is a little bit weird, but that's just because Thegria is, Thegria. But they will all have a skill that says when you ride over the original from set 5, the grade 3 from set 5, you get a skill, and you also activate Persona Ride. The skill is typically in line with what the original's effect was, just better to regard, or costless, or however you want to look at it. And then they have another skill where, either on attack or an act or whatever, you bind the original copy of the grade 3 from set 5, and then you get some sort of skill. Then at the end of the turn, you go back to the original grade 3 from set 5. So that next turn, you can of course Persona Ride and do the same first effect again. This one here specifically says, when placed by riding over the original Green Deku from set 5, you call up to 2 plant tokens to Rearguard Circle, and those plant tokens get the ability where, until the end of your opponent's next turn, if they're retired from Rearguard Circle, you draw 1 card. And you also activate Persona Ride. Then it has a skill that says when this unit attacks, you bind the original set 5 Green Deku from your soul, choose one of your glitter rear guards, and until the end of the turn, both the chosen unit and this Vanguard get 5k. And the Vanguard actually gets a critical as well. And then finally at the end of the turn, you take the card you bound for this effect and you ride it as Rest. Of course, it also has Glitter, which, you know, both of these effects are insanely good. We also got a support card here, the Affectionate Hunter Matthias, who has 2 skills. When this is placed on Vanguard Circle from your hand, if you have a grade 3 or greater green Deku on Vanguard Circle, you pay the cost of Soul Blast 1 and retire 2 of your other rear guards to choose a grade 2 or less from your drop and call it to Rearguard Circle. So you can choose the 2 tokens that you got from Green Deku's skill, new one, retire them, draw 2 cards. Then it also has a skill where in front row Rearguard Circle, at the start of the battle phase, if you have both a Green Deku and a Realinda, you can just call a plant token. The new Green Deku is pretty good. A lot of these new cross rides, they sort of help out the original builds of the deck, and Green Deku I think is really good because, like I said, it focused on being really aggressive early on, throwing a bunch of pressure early on, but then kind of really quickly running out of gas. Typically that gas is having cards in hand, which means they can't continue their aggression or they can't guard the opponent's incoming attacks. This first skill here to have your tokens, you know, have that draw 1 skill is pretty good. This can also be activated on your opponent's turn when you're on the original Green Deku and use the skill to retire tokens to get power to the end of an attack. You can then draw on your opponent's turn, which is pretty huge as well. The skill of having the Vanguard get a little bit of power anti-critical is huge as well, because originally the Vanguard skill did not really have any pressure on it. So now it actually also has pressure, which is very good. Matthias is alright. You know, the first skill is a little bit too cost heavy unless you specifically have the tokens. Getting a sort of Monster Reborn on something that's on a unit is pretty good, so you don't have to play an order. You can very easily play the promo order that turn as well. Is good. It's not having counterblast is good, but still has a massive soul issue. I would say even a little bit more now, because for a lot of these new cross rides, you have to remember you have to have the original in soul, so you can't soul blast it out. So rather than thinking you have 1 soul, you have 0 soul, if that's the only card in your soul. Which originally for Green Deku you would Persona ride and you get +1 soul, which was great. Now you don't get that if you didn't have any soul originally, so it's just something to keep in mind. I played the deck. It might be blurry. Look. I think it's fine. I think it is fine. I turned off autofocus on my camera, if you guys haven't noticed, since I did casting at, the first time I did casting for Vanguard Zero, because the first round, it was just constantly my camera autofocusing, and the dude was like, hey, can you turn that shit off? And, since then I've just had it off and I've just been using it. Set foot in one of those in ages. Okay. By the way, the price tag on the Blanket Cycler is stupid. Yeah, but it's just pre-sale, so don't get too bothered by it. My voice is quiet compared to the intro pre-stream. Oh man. I have to do this thing again. I remember going through this on Twitch where I had to lower it to like 10% for it to work, or not so much for it to work, for it to not be so obnoxiously loud. So it's 67, so we'll do 44. All right, we'll go here.
More than a year ago, I did a video when I was taking
That's right. I know my voice isn't as loud because I've started turning it down because sometimes for some reason my voice volume is inconsistent and it peaks sometimes. Not like horribly because I have a bunch of filters and stuff, but you know, I don't want it to be obnoxious, but that should be a lot better. Mass Pre-Sale is out too. Could have been worse. Copium and Hail that they'll drop $10 reasonably. I have a tweet that I've been wanting to make that I haven't wanted to say anything, but some absolute luckiest card fighter in the world managed to score 4 copies of the mask FFR for $10 when it came out. And I haven't been able to sleep at night since I saw that. But yeah, it's just a pre-sale, so don't worry about it. By like Thursday, the mask is still gonna be like $20, but you know, that's decent. I think cards shouldn't be more than $20 personally, especially ones that you need 4 of. I think $20 is the absolute max, but I think that's where it's gonna be at for a good while. And then come set, when are they reprinting it? They were printing it sometime, so I don't remember when. As long as you need the mask ASAP, unlike the Orphans dudes here who have to wait 2 months, yeah, they're gonna be lucky. Or Magnolia waiting for it to drop. Oh, for Zorga? Yeah. It'll drop, don't worry. Plus, it's a double rare. So, assuming, supposedly, since they short printed it in Japan, assuming they didn't short print it for us, it's gonna be the same thing as the Gratis Gradle. Just maybe a little bit more expensive. So we'll see. Maybe not, because I don't know. Gratis Gradles is weird, because like you can only play one in deck, but you can use it in multiple decks. Whereas Mask, you want 4 of them, but you can only use them in like 4 different decks. So I don't know. It should be around the same. But in any case, so I was talking with Basil today about heroes, and this is not the list that I had. This is not the list at all that I had, because Basil gave me the great idea to get rid of Wired Closton, because he sucks ass. Like, he just doesn't do anything, right? Like, I don't want to scout on turn 2 and that's it, right? That seems pretty lame. Sometimes you don't even get to do it. Sometimes you scout the shield hero, put him in the base, soul charge your overturn or something like that, or a base. That sucks ass. So instead, Basil gave me the genius idea all on his own. I don't know how he came up with this. To take him out of the ride deck and just put something like the Rampart Espida, the shield hero, because you can Soul Blast him out and then just put him into base and just have access to him, which I think is pretty good. Because otherwise, Rampart doesn't do a lot. You know, he's 15k shield, which is great, but like that's it, right? Whoops. Whereas, like, you know, this gal can actually swing in and whatnot. And we can use stuff like the Habitable Zone to make that all work out. But I think we're going to take out one of these. And I had some issue where, like, I was just not getting enough heroes. So maybe we'll play 4 of this. Because, like, I would look at the top 7 when I tested it, and I just would not get enough heroes. It was really weird. Even though I'm still playing a whole butt ton of them. So we're gonna... I tried out a little bit earlier, and it was kind of whatever. I hate it when this happens. We actually have to put a base back. I've had too many games where I've opened double base, and it was the absolute worst thing in the world, so we're just gonna put that back. That kind of sucks. I'll rotate the same 2 copies of the mask, same 2 copies, before whatever deck I have that needs them. For the lulz, I'll put Calamities to fill out whatever deck currently doesn't have them. Interesting. But she really is making wild decisions for the ratios. I don't know if that's gonna be how it is in English. I don't know if that's even true and what it was in Japanese. That's just what I've heard. I'm not Japanese, nor in Japan, so I don't know. I want Einstein's Bagels. I don't know what that is, but okay. So discard, ride, search, grab base, shuffle, take the first damage, draw, discard, ride, use base, look at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. Cool. We got 1, 2, 3. I've been doing this habit of just calling them out, which I wish that was the case. But yeah, this goes to hand, this goes to La Base. We shuffle Soul Charge. We'll just swing in here, check, cool. Guard, stand, draw. I didn't get a single stupid ass Habitable Zone. That is disappointing. I don't know. I can discard this, hope to get another one, I guess. Kind of need everything else right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Definitely want this. Definitely want this. Let's just grab all the heroes real quick. Put everything back. As double R is better than triple R. Yeah, because if you get a case, you only get like 4 of them possibly, which sucks ass. But for double R, you should at least per case get like 8 of them. So that's why I don't think it should be too rough, but we'll see. So we obviously need this. I don't think I want another Persona ride right now. I think we add this one to hand. Maybe put this back so we can draw into it. Put this 2 into base there. Then you use the skill of the base, discard this in order to special summon. Not gonna do multi-attack. Really depends on what you're playing against. Because typically you'd grab this, and then we use skill here to call this out. Put this right back in there. And then next turn we can go into this. But yeah, it just really depends what you're playing against. This gets 15. Just swing in here. Check. Check. Wow. Sucks. Swing in there. This probably dies. We're probably going to take all of the damage in the world here. Have draw trick, which is nice. So that should make it not so bad. Draw. El Sonoraido. Draw. Habitable Zone is kind of interesting. But I only have 1 base, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, man, this was all your idea. What are you talking about? Let's go ahead and use this. Counterblast 1, add base to hand, shuffle, play the base. I don't know. A Habitable Zone, if I don't see him, he just kind of sucks ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, there are very, very few situations where Persona Ride turn, I just have extra bases in hand like that. Or, whoops, that doesn't go to hand. There, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. That goes to hand. This goes here, and this goes here. We will discard this to call out. Yeah, why not? Another one of these. I take that back. I only have the 1 counterblast, so we're not gonna do that. I guess we just do this and this, and swing in here. This gets plus 10. Swing in here. This gets plus 15 and crit. First check, draw trigger, nice, draw. Second check, draw trigger, nice, draw. Rest, Soul Blast. Put this here, put this here. She gets plus 5. He gets plus 15. 35, 45? Yeah, I don't know, man. Every time I throw in Habitable Zone, it feels kind of clunky. But alright, anyways, enough of that. Gosh darn, I forgot to buy the extra draw. Combine the PGs and the up-end robots, yeah. I think 4 draws is the way to go. Like, crits are great and all, but if you're not gonna get your stuff, it's gonna suck. But I don't know, it's really weird. I feel like it should just be 8 crits because you have so much deck thinning and whatnot. But you just have such weird situational deck thinning. Heroes are a mess and a half. Talking to you today has opened up my eyes a little bit to give them another shot, but we'll see what I can do. How do you say Persona Ride in Spanish though? Yeah, I've learned from the Hispanic, Latin American Vanguard community that they kind of just say the words. They don't really translate it. They just say it how it is. Because the words don't like actually translate. Whatever translates to ride, you can come up in Spanish, but still have to come out wrong. Yeah, so you just say it in English. I think even like PG and stuff, they just say PG. Sometimes I've heard peje, but usually it's PG. So yeah, it doesn't help that they have English cards to begin with, so they kind of just learn English that way. Zero shield, zero Like zero shield? Like you say the words zero shield, or you say zero shields in Spanish? But anyways, we'll get back to this someday. I guess while we're already here on Keter, let's take a look at the new Grand Grace card real quick, which is this guy. Escudo Cero. Okay, Escudo Cero. Escudo Cero. Interesting. I haven't heard that one before. I've heard, like I said, I've heard PG and I've heard Peje, but I've never heard Escudo Cero. Which, I guess that makes sense? I don't know. Alright, so it says, oh yeah, this is not so but so. So it just gives whatever is attacking in center column 5k. And then this part is the one I forgot. In the front row, when this attacks, if you have a Vanguard or Grand Grace in this card name, and your units in the center column have attacked 2 or more times, kind of boss 1, and this guy gets 15k. That's okay. Esportal Espada would not sound good in this explotador Espada. Explota. Why are you saying explosive shield? Yeah, I guess I would have. Oh, that's. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? But okay, yeah. Point taken. Yeah, don't say that. That's weird.
Just say blast your blade. Hey, blast your blade. Escudo perfecto. Alright, so for our starter, kind of like the Solarian one. It's kind of cute. But this girl is way cuter, so we're gonna use that. I guess since we're on here, we can actually use the actual Grand Grace ride line. Which says draw, choose a card from your hand and discard it. I don't like how much this deck discards, so we're actually going to instead use Maple. And then I think the grade 2 just says ride for free. Right? Oh no, it says Soul Blast. Oh, that's so good. Because you can just Soul Blast out the Maple. Wow. Amazing. Alright, and Grand Grace is... Where's Grand Grace? There it is. Alright. Bunch of that. Need a bunch of that. We want the horse PG. We want... I don't know what over trigger is good because you have grade 3s, but... Well, no, you don't want this, but it's just nice to get in the hand value. I'm thinking we're gonna play blue. I think that's the way to go. We're gonna go blue. Because I don't think we need any more grade 3s anymore, so that's not gonna work out. And this is before Vanguard swing. I'm still gonna try and play some draws here. I know I'm supposed to be running fronts, but like everyone came my ass. I'm gonna play some draws. Italian translation, team kind of localized Blaster Blade similar to what would be the actual translation? Bastion should use the Gram line. Yeah. This through Tol de Yama? Literally Blade Destroyer? I mean, I guess. I guess if it sounds cool, but I feel like that's just an iconic name that you should just leave it how it is. Like, I don't know, that's like localizing Pikachu. Like, that doesn't seem right. But, obviously we need 4 of this thing. 1, put that there. And we got the whole... Oh no, we don't. We don't have heal triggers. Fuck Eva, fuck Gandeeva. Alright, so that's all the must-haves.
Now for the text, I've been messing around with Nanaful. She's actually not half bad, because she works really well with this grade 1 here, Latche, because you can check a trigger, put like a Graham Grace persona right into your soul, draw a card, and then when this unit attacks, you can retire it. That same card you put into soul, add it back into your hand. So it has a nice little interaction, and there wasn't really a lot of other good grade 2s and stuff to put in, so I've kind of liked that a lot. So we're gonna put that in. The other one that is pretty good is the one from set 2, but I've never had a chance to actually use it. Or not set 2, why did I say set 2? Set 10, this thing. I guess we can throw in 4, but like I've tested like, I don't know, 5 games, and I always have this guy and just keep cycling it out. So I'm thinking like not even playing this, but I don't think you can play like the Spiral Cutie. I don't think you have enough soul for that. So I think we'll go 3 of this. We'll go 4 Mayron because it's the best grade 1. Don't ask me. If you don't know why Mayron's the best grade 1, go learn how to read. And I see a lot of people play this, which I used to as well, but my issue with this is just that most of the times I just have no soul. After using this so much, that there's usually never the grade 3 in soul to actually make this work anymore. So I've just stopped using that. Perfect, no need to translate or localize it, yeah. I don't think it is something that hard to say in other languages, but I also don't know every language that Vanguard has been localized in, so. Spanish translators working on Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently can't tell the difference between fan as the thing that pulls you down and fan, the person that admires what you do. Wait, what? Really? I haven't heard much of the Chinese dubs of Vanguard, but I do know that they keep Ride as in English, but units get localized in their versions. I don't know, I feel like you can localize like the weird adjective part of the card, so like if it's like Baromagus, you can translate Master of Gravity into a language, but leave the name Baromagus, which I guess is what they're probably doing, but I guess it doesn't apply to everything, like Drilling Angel. I don't know, man. Do what you gotta do. Hey, Gun Metal Gator, how you doing, buddy? Was I the mag player with the full art one? The DSR? No, that was my my fiance, presumably. She was my teammate at BSF Newark. I didn't know you were there. She does have the DSR one, yeah. But yeah, I'm not sold on this guy, so let's see if we can find another grade 2 who's next to us. Oh, what round? If you remember, you didn't have an opponent in round 8. I think that was the last round. I think I vaguely remember that, like there not being you guys, or not that I knew it was you guys, but the people next to us not having yeah, because I think it was on the right side. I think that was the last round, and I was like so out of it. I played so shitty that last round. That was the last round against Eva. Yeah, that was the worst round. I was just so out of it the whole time. Gross. That sucks. There you go, Coops. You got your hydrate. But yeah, I don't like this guy so much that I've been thinking of playing this. Like, this makes sense. I just never see it. And you always cycle this out because you have 4 of it. And you're playing this anyways, so whatever, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. But I bet you I'm gonna end up getting it by the time I get to grade 3. If not in my starting hand here. Put this back, put this back, put this back. We'll keep Aaron. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 2 of them. So that's why I never used it. We lost to the first place team, round 2. Oh, the first place team, I know the first place team actually. They go to our locals. Oh. Yeah, they're pretty good. We don't need that many non-fulls, so discard, ride, pass turn, we'll take 1 damage because we need it. Draw, This guy can fuck off. Ride. Rush-ish? Swing, check. Swing. Guard. Take damage. Get fucked. Wow. Stand and draw skill. Does it matter? It just, for whatever. Wow, that's just crazy. Soul Blast out. Maple. Ride into Grandma Grace. Use the skill. Counter Blast. Soul Blast. Draw. Play this here. Play this here. Play this here. This gets +2. We're gonna give this guy 10k. He's gonna swing in. This is gonna activate. It's gonna get +5. Pop. Then I use this skill to put him in soul first draw. Okay. Then I guess we'll use this skill here to soul blast out. Discard her, I guess. To give Graham Grace +10k and +1 drive. Graham Grace swings in, disactivates, gives him 5k. First check, second check, third check, healed trigger. Let's put this. I'm not gonna be able to use this skill, so we'll put this here. We can use this skill here. Let's say we're not playing against. Yeah, whatever. We can put this to soul, draw 1. That's fine. This is gonna be 20. This, and then this can retire itself. Now I'm just add this back to him. Pretty decent, but yeah, I don't like the grade 2. Cause like I'm telling you, I always end up seeing this thing. You just end up cycling it. So I don't know. I need some other useful card that I can run of as a 3 of. I think Nanafull is still good. Marin is good as a booster, so we just need to. Why is there a random drone angel? Why does this shit always happen? Why does it always happen? Should activate twice. So Graham Grace is 10k overall. Does it give both of them? Where is it? When you're grade 3 or greater unit in the center column attacks, if you have a Vanguard or Graham Grace and its card name, the attacking unit gets 5k. No. Are you saying it should be? Because that sounds like a lot. I think I forgot that this gives Graham Grace 10k. I might have forgotten that, but yeah, no, it's just once. It's just whenever. It's not. That would have been kind of insane. But no, it's just that one time. But yeah, I don't know about this. This is supposed to be a backup for this, but we always see this anyways. So some grade 2. Like I feel like the deck is fine. It just needs either one card that puts it over, or just one random tech option like this thing to just have the extra shield. Because I honestly can't think of anything. Or something to help it out early game, maybe? I don't know. Something that can thin out deck? I don't know. That's why I was thinking this. But, because you technically don't shuffle with Graham Grace, right? You just end up drawing, so you can technically like kind of OTT, stack the deck, put a bunch of triggers, but I don't know if there's enough investment for that. You can't really run the Spiral Cutie. I don't think you have enough soul to justify it, and you're not gonna have to counterblast, especially now with this guy. I don't think you're gonna have to counterblast to justify it. You don't have, especially the soul to use this. I see a lot of people play the grade 2 that goes to soul and counter charges. I've seen some people play this. Again, I don't think we have to counterblast for that. I've seen people play this, and I'm just like, I don't. She's fine, and she seems like she would be good in Graham Grace. It's just the fact that, aside from the fact she has to be boosted, right? Which of course you want to have boosters in Graham Grace because you can give back Rope Persona Ride, but it's only useful after you've taken 3 damage and use the skill of Graham Grace at least twice, because you don't counterblast, because you have to counterblast each turn, at least in this build, right? So you only really counterblast for Graham Grace and then sometimes for this if you really want to. So it's not really live until later in the game. So for this to presumably still be on board, me having time and then use it, and it's not until the end of the battle. So, you know, if I need to use Graham Grace's skill that turn, I can't. So like if they damage design me, I just have to do a vanilla turn anyways. So I'm not a big fan of her in Graham Grace, but some kind of counter charge would be nice just to have as an option, but I don't know. Maybe we can do like 1 maple,
3 of this?
because you technically don't run out of soul if you persona ride, but I guess I can also throw in chalice. So the only other grade 2 I can think of that's decent is I've seen this. This isn't a half bad option for removal, because if it hits, you just bot deck a rear guard, which is fine. I wish it was the whole column and be really strong. You know? I feel like on a hit,
Bot deck column seems fair.
but all right. Then there's also this. I was gonna run Fasado instead, but then I just had too many grade 3s, especially because like you're adding grade 3s back to hand.
This is decent, but like I don't feel like it's strong enough because all it does is protect your board once, but then it itself dies and your whole board is free reign.
Which is, I don't know, especially against like something like Gandeeva that can just proc skills 1 at a time, right? So it doesn't really matter. It only matters for like Chrono Jet, but like if Chrono Jet bot decks, what am I using? Units, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, so I don't know. You don't run out of soul if you're persona ride. It's that easy, yeah, man. Just persona ride. Oh, but yeah, no. You can run out of soul, which is why I wanted to use also the Nanoful, right? That's why I have Nanoful, because she just gives you soul. So if there's like a turn where you don't have persona ride, use Nanoful, and then you'll just have the 1 soul for next turn. But Angela top them in Japan, you might have to test that list. Yeah, I saw they had a lot of interesting choices.
The thing that stood out to me that they only play like 2 of the Bale mains, which kind of makes sense to an extent. And they had a lot of other strange things. They had a couple of strange things where I was just like, oh, all right, I guess. Come on. I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, I just don't want to run this because I'm just always seeing this, and I feel like this can go to a more useful spot. So I'm thinking like running 1 chalice, because Persona Ride is really good in this deck, and a 3 of something. Maybe even Lachat, even though like I said, I keep saying I usually don't have grade 3s in Soul. Maybe Langue de Chat, just to have a booster also. For this both. Okay. 3 total, but 1 was in the ride deck. Definitely interesting. Yeah. Like I kind of get it. You use the 1 from the ride deck, and you can just loop it, so you don't need as many. You make space. But thought it was a good card. So you're really good in this deck, am I? Saying I'm really good in this deck? Me? Is there a card that represents me that would be good in this deck? Oh yeah, this! Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to remember what was the other weird card. Sorry, it's really hot in here. I'm just gonna take it off. You guys can listen to the music, I'm not going to. So if we play some random crap, I'm sorry. But it's just too hot for those headphones. This was the card that was really weird. So when this is placed other than an ability, you Soul Blast. If you play the normal order, Soul Blast, look at the top 5. Choose 1 card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard. Reveal it, clone to rear. If it's a unit, if it is a unit, and if not, put it to your hand. Which kind of makes sense because you turned 3. Turn 2, you get an order. No, yeah, turn 2, you get an order for free. So this is live right away, right? And then if you have 4, you will have 4 more units. It is 10k, so that kind of does make sense now that I actually read the card. I broke your AC. I have an AC. I don't have it in the office. I was originally gonna get an office, an AC here in this office, but it just would have been too loud. It would have served no purpose. So I just have a decently strong AC in the bedroom, and we just open the doors and it cools down the room, but it's just not on right now. Wouldn't the ride deck Bailman return to the ride deck? Yes, it should. That is true. I might have cheated a couple of times when testing it, which is kind of lame.
But I think that just brings more merit to what I was talking about with oh, this music stop. Oh, right, because the last one in the playlist there.
Which really Angel, because you can just put Bailman's back.
Look at top 3. Hope to get a Bailman's from it. Because otherwise he's just gonna go to the bottom of the deck and it's kind of useless. Or sorry,
Gonna go back into the ride deck.
which is even worse.
Yeah, no, I think that Ezel list, like, not to take away from that person
At top, but I think it was just mainly the fact that it's a new set, and it's kind of a surprise factor of like, I don't know what the fuck Ezel does, I don't know how to play against this.
because I still think Ezel's like fine, but if you know it,
It tops at the next event and it's just 4 of them in top 4, then I guess I'll eat my words and I'll buy, I don't know. If that happens, I'll buy 4 sec Ezels when he comes out. If there's like a top 4 event with like a lot of, or
if they 4
Ezel's top 4 at a big event in Japan, I'll do that. But when it's placed on rear, if you have a Vanguard with Ram Grace in its card name, Soul Charge 1, and this unit gets 5k at the end of the turn, I want to get a Soul Charges. I'm gonna be eating a hot dog, by the way. Hope you guys aren't one of those weird people that have this weird thing about hot dogs. Never understood that.
Nah, man, I don't eat hot dogs. It's mad good. Trying to eat a delicious meal, and you're on here thinking about inserting penises into your mouth, and I'm the gay one apparently.
But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do that. Whoops, not that. And we'll take this out, even though I still think it's really good, especially the draw. But I just never see it. I never got to use it. So I don't see the purpose of me using it when like my main target is this guy, right? And I can very consistently get it. If I don't get it, then, you know, whatever, right? I don't need to call that thing. I don't know. Happy Pride. If I don't get that thing, it's kind of whatever, but get my wallet ready. My man Wolf's gonna fly to Japan, gather up 3 other Ezo players, and just top an event. Love to see it. Yeah, that's fine. Indeed, happy Pride Month. Let's go ahead and draw. I guess we can. Whoopsie. I guess I'll go second because I drew a card by accident. I should have just kept the Marins, to be honest, because I can throw this out and throw this out. 2k, 2k. Whoops. And get fucked, get fucked, get fucked. Sounds fair. Or had a Spanish lime. The hell is a Spanish lime? You mean a green lime? We take the first one because we want the damage. Guard? It does suck, but we do have the Persona Ride, so we can discard. See, this is why Marin is awesome. It's a grade 1. I don't have any grade 2s. But hey, look at that. Marin swings in anyways. Not a lime? As in the fruit, Spanish lime? No, I have no idea what that is. Right to Gramo Gresu. One time I don't have what's his face. Soul Blast. If I draw into Languid the Chop, then I'll put in that other grade 2 back in. But I did. I drew my OC, which is somehow so much more worse than the situation I'm in. But that's okay. I can play Grandwares, give it 10k, and play this here, get Grandma Grapes live. So then, put this aside. Draw one, swing in here, there it is. First check, heal trigger, power. Second check, heal trigger, power, probably heal, I don't know. Swing. Swing, this dies. Add this back to hand. Perfect. And then the fruit that has a green outer shell that's like a longan. Like more sour than a longan. Or it's like a soap berry. I don't know what the fuck any of that shit is. The fuck is a soap berry? You gotta be making up shit now. Card. Get beat up. Good old damage shield. Draw. Persona right. Draw. Skill, Counter Blast. Soul Blast. Draw. Paul. Well, plus 10. Plus 10. Plus 2. Plus 2. A language shot. She will get Le plus 5. And I guess I can throw this guy out. No, I don't have another one, so I guess we'll do double Marin. Swing in here. Skill, put this to soul, draw one. Skill, so blessed out Grandwares. Discard this guy. Ugh. Persona right, let's say we're not gonna last that long. Get this. Haven't seen the other grade 2. There, no, there is not. Take a check. Wow, disgusting. Do I have triggers? Am I just sitting out here triggerless? Blueberries are fruits like don't tell me that the one thing I don't know is like the other thing I don't know. I don't know any of these fruits. That's Grandwares. Let's go on to the other one, which is we'll leave Farmville for last. Let's do not Zoria. Orpheus. They have a lot of nice starters in Bracket. I'm kind of jealous. They have Arkwright, they have Sword Period, they got Silhouette Man. Ruby Red is kind of cute. Eva's, you know, Eva. Even the Gravidia one is not that bad. I don't know. Arkwright, she's cute. I believe the ride line is gonna be the same. This and this. I don't think you want Combine Rusher here. And then for this. Then this is the new card here. Never heard of a Liche? No, I'd probably call it something else, if anything, if I've actually heard of it. So apparently this is a 4. Placed on here, if you have a Vanguard with Orpheus in its name, Zone Blast 1, choose a world card with a different card name. And the card in your order zone, put into your order zone. Okay. And then when this card is going to drop from rear or hand during the battle phase, draw a card. I believe this makes you discard, so that evens that out. Okay. So we'll put a bunch of these. I guess we want Combine Rushers. We're gonna play. Sure, that looks cute. You have your own critical trigger. Sure. Play some draws. I was gonna say what OT? I was like, oh right, this is brain cake. Of course we're gonna use dumbass algebra. GG's, we're gonna use this one. And then this. And what else? I'm gonna type in world. That's just gonna give me all the cards that are world. I think I can go ordered. D series world. Nope. Oh, because there's no grade 1. That's funny. The amount of intensive weight between 3 orphans guys around here when this was revealed, what, something is whack? They definitely need to reveal a new order. You definitely want to play a couple of different. Interesting. There's only 4 world orders. In order to use this, it has to be a different card name from what's already in my order zone. Interesting. I mean, the draw one is nice, but the first skill I'm finding a little bit difficult to use. Unless I just go 3, 3, and 3. Hope for the best. Play one of these just for the sake of the name. I'm sure there's other cards I'm supposed to be running, to be honest, but maybe we don't need Combine Rusher. Maybe like 1 Combine Rusher. Maybe 2 Combine Rusher. And then this dude from set 6. Nope. Nope, did it right. Where is this dummy? Here he is. I added a random card to my deck, didn't I? No? Oh, I ran out of space then. Oh, I add extra one of that. There we go. Heard of a Spanish lime? I probably don't call it a Spanish lime. That's probably why. Oh my god. Bro, that's some fucking limoncillo? What do you mean Spanish line? Are you kidding me? That's some limoncillo. Unbelievable. Calling that shit a Spanish line. That's not a Spanish line. Where I'm supposed to turn this off. No, wrong one. This one doesn't have that ugly line behind chat. This one? No. This one? No. I'm gonna have to turn on the whole thing. Off and off. Oh, because this is on top. There. This one? Yeah, this one. Whoops. This one. Bro. That's un limoncillo. There we go, limoncillo. What do you mean Spanish lime? Unbelievable. I'm going crazy over here. Whoops. So 11 is way too many. Way too many what? How many minutes? I didn't make it, so don't blame me. Blame this. Blame him. Blame this person. Unbelievable. Don't tell me about limoncillo like I didn't eat that like every other day. Oh, like I didn't get that from the vendor every time we went to the highway. Unbelievable. There's also this grade 1 that I've heard people talk a lot about. By people, I just mean out of orange on Twitter. From set... Pretty sure it's a grade 1. Maybe it's a grade 2. Oh, it's a grade 2. Sorry.
So this says, when this is placed from your hand, if your world is dark or abyssal, look at the top 7, choose 2, discard them, shuffle your deck. That's pretty good. Then at the end of the battle, if this unit attacked, retire, choose 1 world from your drop, put it into your hand. That's also pretty good. Because even just for the sake of having discard fodder, that's pretty good. How do I squeeze it in? I guess we can get rid of this. As nice as a combined rusher would be to have. Put in 2 of these. Add this, I guess. Yeah, try that. You fix an order and discard it for Orpheus cost. Yeah, and then you just put it back to Order Zone with Orpheus's skill. So it's pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and play this. Discards the 2 orders. Yeah, that's fine. Get that junk out of my deck. that's totally fine. Get it out of my deck so that when I do this skill, what says choose from hand or drop, put it to your order zone. I thought it was 2. I didn't know this was only 1. But yeah. So put this back. So this doesn't work until you're actually in grade 3, which sucks. I guess I'll keep an order and Persona Ride and Pulvermine. Alright, well that kinda sucks. Okay. Draw, there he is. So we'll discard this, right into this skill, search out this, shuffle past turn, get beat up, so I got no shield. Draw. There's some shield. Okay, so I can do this whenever, which is pretty cool. I guess we'll discard this because this is grade 3. We'll play this. We'll play this order. Counterblast 1. Get the token. I'll play it here. Skill of this. Get 5k here. No. I'm gonna get 5k here. I'm gonna play this. This says when placed from hand, look at the top 7 and choose up to 2 world orders. Discard them and then shuffle your deck. I got this shit out of my deck, and that's it. And then shuffle. Okay. And yeah, this is kind of insane. Oh, it's only Abyssal Knight. Oh, the second skill is only Abyssal Knight. Okay, I was gonna say, that's kind of crazy that I can immediately get it back, but never mind. It's only when I have Abyssal Dark Knight that I can retire it and put it from drop to hand. Okay, that's fine. I'll play this here. Swing in here. Swing here. Check. Okay, check. This does go to soul. Counter charge. I'll get hit for 1. Block the other one. Stando and draw. So awkward. This says for a different card name from the cards in my order zone, which means I can only choose this thing if I discard it now, or these. But I want to discard this for ride so that I can play the other one. Kind of awkward. So I guess we'll do that one. Ride, your skill says take 1 from drop. Put it here, right? Push this back, I guess. Play this here. Use this skill. Soul Blast 1. Choose 1 from my drop here. And since it's put in the order zone, then I draw a card. I just don't pay the cost. Okay. Set the drop moon with order zone, and then the new grade 3 sets this no order. Yeah. And then now since I haven't played an order, I can throw this down. So that's pretty good because I think you want like
4, right? As soon as possible. So that's already really good. Because this helps out workers a lot, I think. Being able to put this. This is still good. I might bump this down to like 3 if I'm playing 4, but yeah, this is pretty good. It's just the fact that they need a new set order to make this a little bit easier. But alright. And now it says if I discard it, but I can't use it. But if I overcall it, I do still draw a card, which is pretty good. And this calls out 2 for every 2. Sorry, this calls out 1 for every 2. So it automatically gives me extra attacks. Make the Fabled Grade 1 Orpheus Order. It's probably gonna be like locked to Orpheus Mask. Cause fuck you guys. Alright. So then we can go to battle, swing in here, then retire this, choose an order, add it to my hand. Swing in here for 10. Swing in here with Orpheus, Counterblast 1, discard this order. Kill this guy. Get 2 tokens. Here and here, since I played a token, Shadow Armor token, these both get +5. So I retire that guy, I draw 1 card, and this gets 5k. If there are 4, he gets 10k, yeah. So that's pretty good. First grade 3 turn, unless this is locked to grade 3. No, that's pretty solid. 5 attacks, 22k Vanguard, you know, 25 number. What, 40, I think? Sounds pretty good. First check. Yeah, that sounds, that's pretty good, not gonna lie. Swing and swing? They just need like a... You know what would be cool? If they could get like a Blitz order that like eats the tokens, gives you guard, and like puts itself in the order zone or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. So yeah, we'll guard to the best of our ability and get our ass blasted here. Sendo and draw. Persona Ride. Skill. Let's go ahead and put one of these into the order zone. And if I had... Yes, this is what I mean. Like, I already have all my orders in the order zone. So, even though I have another one, I can't use it. Unless, like, this guy would let you use it, but you need another one. So I would have had to have... You might really have to play that crappy grade 3 one just to make that work. So let's put this here. This is only until the end of the turn, right? Yeah, okay. The only thing I don't like is... I guess I have to boost. Yeah, I have to boost to make the most use out of this, because then I'll call a token back here. That's how that's gonna have to work. So we can go to battle, swing in for 25, swing in for that number. And this gets +10. Pretty good numbers. Each world card in your order zone, and then swing in here, counterblast 1, discard, retire, get 2, call and call, get +10, and then skill to call 1 here, and then skill draw 1 card, and then +15, +15, +15. Kinda good. First check, soul, heal. Second check, draw. Get fucked. 65. Get fucked. 80. God damn. God damn. Alright, then I get fucked. That sucks. Would have liked that. Guard. PG. Draw. Can't use this guy. Yeah, I don't know. He's like good, but not good. They have to give him a new order. Once they give him a new order, this guy's gonna be cracked. Those little numbers are so stupidly huge and it makes no difference. Yeah. Good luck guarding 80k without a fucking PG. So I guess I don't call anything. I can use this to just make this bigger, right? As 15, I guess. Swing in here. Counterblast, discard. Two. Draw. 15. 15. First check. Second door check. Fat number. Fat number. Alright.
Yeah, they just need another research or another order. You might really have to play another copy of this just to make you sure you can consistently use that grade 2.
So I think I'm gonna throw in a second copy of this, and then I don't know, because it also disincentivizes you from playing multiple copies of this. I think I cheated and I didn't soul blast for it, but it's fine. I had the soul. Because you definitely want to play a bunch of these, so your tokens are huge, but the fact that this disincentivizes you from using a lot of the same order is kind of annoying. I guess I can go down on one of these and play another one of these, because you really only want to use this once, right? And other than that, you just want to have it on board. I think 3 of this is fine. Getting out those bricks from deck is pretty good. Other than that, I think it's pretty good how it is. You can maybe go down 1 bowl mine and maybe add another one of these. I have too many orders already. I mean, I don't know. I did see them pretty easily, and this does make it easier, so I can argue maybe you can get rid of some. But like maybe, I don't know, maybe one of that. That's as high as I'm going, or as low as I'm going, I guess. 4, 6, 9 orders, because you just have to spread them out, right? You can get this from the ride line, and then this is the one you really want to play, and then this one you just have to throw it out there. Just because you want to use this. So for right now, this is what it's going to be like. But when they release the new grade 2 or grade 1 or whatever order, because they're world order, because they're going to give them a new order, this is going to take the spot from it. But other than that, I think this is really solid. And there's like a lot of other stuff that you can play, excuse me, that I did not, which I don't know if it's usable anymore. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot you can do, because Orpheus has gotten a lot of support. Yeah, because this is basically, this was really good, but now you no longer need it. It sucks you can't do the second part of the skill. This was really good, but I don't know if you need that anymore, because you already draw a card. So, from this thing. Might still be good, I just don't know where you would put it in, right? So. Mr. Unbooted shirt? What? Oh, you mean unbind? Yeah. I kind of feel like playing Orpheus. That was kind of fun. I just don't like Orpheus because it's like super bricky. If I want to play bricks, I would just play, you know, Bastion, or if I wanted to like play a deck where I have no cards and I just throw out massive damage, like I'll just play fucking Barrel, right? Come on. I have basically everything. So yeah, I'll look forward to building this when it comes out. Alright. Last one of the new decks, and then we'll try out Gandeeva. I don't think I have a template for Farmville just yet, so. Farmville I think has a ride line, does he not? He should have a ride line, but I guess they haven't revealed. It's probably gonna do the same thing, right? I don't know. I'm assuming they want you to play the grade 2. But you can maybe use this thing. Yeah, you can probably just use that in ride line, I guess. Even though Matt and what's his face is probably better, but this is pretty good in Farmville. Overall, this is like really good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe play this main deck and use what's its face, Matt. Just because it gives you the extra card draw and you soul charge. So it says Active Bastion is the only candidate that won last time. Shut up. Did I not? Oh no, I didn't win. I would have won with Thegrio, but someone had to bring up Papa John's in the chat, and all of my senses went out of whack. Let's think here. Let's think here. Let's think. Do I want to play Matt? I mean, this probably just automatically gives me more value, to be honest. So I can still play Matt or the grade 2, but I want to play Squid Freaks anyways, right? So it doesn't. It's no point. So just play whatever starter looks nice. God damn. Why they always gotta make the front trigger so hot and you can never use them? I like the heel trigger, but I hope she gets like a nice foiling. All the triggers for Dark States, the new ones from Festival Collection, look really nice. What grade 0 do I want? This shouldn't be that hard of a choice. Sure, that's the closest thing that looks like Farmville. Yeah, you want to play a bunch of these. And Squid Freaks. I think you want to play a couple copies of that because it does have a good soul skill. We will play a bunch of you, but not in the right deck. And I think I want to play a bunch of you as well. But in the right deck, we will specifically be using Farmville. There, yes. So what does this one say? When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have Farmville, if you have Vanguard Farmville, put one of your rear guards into the soul. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it, and if the sum of the Dark States cards in your soul is 13 or more, countercharge 1. So that's pretty good. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, if you have a Vanguard or Farmville, put this unit into the soul. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. What doesn't trigger his first skill, which says you can put a card from your hand into soul and draw 1. And then after that, in soul, at the beginning of your ride phase, if you have a Vanguard with Farmville in its card name, bind this card, discard a card from your hand, activate Persona Ride until the end of the turn. You cannot activate Persona Ride again. It's cool. I don't know what overtrigger we want. I think like we still want to use the Dark States one, because restanding with 33 and 3 crits is pretty good. I think it vastly outweighs the value of the red one, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it just vastly outweighs the value of it. And we want some critical triggers. We don't actually want the soul crits, so we can use these pretty triggers here. Finny slashers, sure. And let's get some PGs, some escudos ceros. I don't know why I keep throwing an S at the end. Escudo cero is PGs, grade 3, Plormels, Squid Freaks. Alright, that's basically it, right? So Farmville just says when something is retired, put a card from your hand into soul, draw 1. Beginning of the ride this phase, retire 1 and get 10k any crit. And when it attacks, if you have 13 or more grades plus, you count blast to restand. So let's go ahead and throw this in there. This isn't horrible, but I don't think we want to use that. We want to use the Persona Ride, because we only Persona Ride with that 1 grade 3, so in case we don't see that. Now we just need early ways to get stuff into soul. Because this and this is not going to be grade 2 until after the next turn. So this gives me a grade 3 So we automatically start with 5, and then next turn we have 6. It's finally raining. Doesn't come up in the mic. Okay. Hate the amount of grade 3s we have, but that's kind of the deck, right? So we're gonna guarantee to get a bunch of good cards. So we're gonna play 2 of this, I think, and I think everything else has to be grade 2s. I think we can play this to make sure we have a booster. And I can't use this because I don't have chaos. I don't want to use Counterblast. I can use Selfish Engraver maybe. What does this do? When is this placed? Other than an ability, if I play to a normal order, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 5, choose up to 1 grade less than your Vanguard, call it, and if it's a unit card, add to hand of normal order. Nah, I think every nation got one of these, right? When this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater, Soul Blast 3, draw a card. This unit gets 5 against the end of the turn. I don't really want a Soul Blast 3, but it's not the worst in this deck. Being able to call something from top 5 is not that bad, but I don't see us playing a lot of orders, so maybe not that. We're just adding this one because it's good, but I don't think you want to play that many of it. I guess I have like 3 orders, but still. Something that gives me shield value might be kind of nice, because I have none. But I want some soul charging early. The only way to do that is with stuff like, what's his face? Crimson Expeller or Basement Magician. Because I don't want to use Counterblast. I think we do 2 of these and 3 of these. Yeah, let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll call this out. Play. Wow. That sucks ass. Put all that back. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. You can technically play the cycle card. She's not half bad. But so this just soul charge 1 and then choose one for my drop into soul. I could discard this. I guess I don't need Selfish Engraver. There's just always counter charges. Okay. Yeah, maybe I don't need Selfish Engraver. Yeah, cycle might not be half bad. Because I don't mind soul blasting out to grade 0. And if I soul charge any other stuff, that's fine. The draw is nice. The Counterblast 1 to choose something for my soul is not half bad either, because I can pull out one of these guys, right? So yeah, the cycle might not be half bad. Maybe take out one of these. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I think we play maybe 3 of these. Oh man, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Because I just don't have any way to soul charge early. But alright, aside from that one card, that one grade 1, which is kind of busted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually not that bad. So we'll put these 2 back. I think I want this in soul, so we'll put that back too. That's actually pretty solid there. I can actually discard this right into this. And whenever I get it, I can put that back into soul if I'm lucky. We'll take 1 here. It sucks to be me. I'm gonna draw. Sorry, cheating. Call this out. Sorry. Right. Then call it out. Good God. What is wrong with me? Attack, attack, swing in. Crit. End phase, guard, take 1. Draw. There we go. Now we'll draw. Let's discard the crit here right into Barbnail. Then at the beginning of the main phase, they choose 1 retire. I rode this turn, so I can't do that. Since they retired, I can put some of my hand to soul. But this is a soul. And I can draw one. Sure. So I can put this wherever I want. Put this here. And when this is placed, I shall charge 1. And if I shall charge a grade 3, as soon as there's a crit, is that what happened? No, that sucks. Alright. Then we'll use the order. So charge 1. Oh my god. Okay. Fine, be that way. I can call this out, but no, it's fine. Let's put something into my soul. I'm gonna counter charge just yet, so we can do this guy. Oh no, he puts himself into soul. That's right. Okay. Which is fine. I want to put this into soul is what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, the only way I see it is if I overcall this, which I really don't want to have to do. Like this can't boost yet. Oh no, it can boost. I have 6. Oops. I don't. I will have 6. So I can use this counter. So I can go to battle, swing in here, choose one of your other rear guards, put it into soul. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire. So this goes to soul. Now this has boost. I have grade 3s. I have, or just 13, right? It's 13, yeah. So this is 3, 5, this is 8. So I only have 8 right now. When this goes to soul, that won't be enough. Okay. So we're swinging here, check, crit. Second check. Okay. And put this to soul. Pass turn on that. We can guard PG. Get hit with a crit. And this says... Oh, no, he doesn't get... I thought he got 5k shield, but I'm thinking of both of these. I think that's probably fine. Let's say that's fine. Alright. So now we stand. We use the skill of this guy in the beginning of battle phase to bind Earth. Discard a card from my hand. Oh, I might actually discard the PG. To activate. It only works when it wants to work. Can I, no, okay. Yeah, shift click doesn't activate Persona, right? Unfortunately. So we'll just draw a card, I guess. Oh, it sucks. 10k, 10k. Then it goes in and retires since I didn't ride. I got 10k to crit, retire, put this to soul, draw 1. Can use that, I guess. Play this, use the skill, so charge 1. It was not a grade 3. Oh, alright. I'm kind of fucking hating this guy right now. Kind of fucking hating him. So that puts me at... this is now grade 4, right? So this is 7... I hate that all my soul charges gave me crits. That sucks. 7, 10. So I only have 10. So once I attack, I can put this into soul. Okay. So this gets 10k. How many cards do I have in soul? I only have 8. So this doesn't actually get that big. Which is kind of annoying. So I might take this out. I don't know. But we can swing in here. Or go to battle. Swing in here, right? And then use the skill, put one of my rear guards to soul. And then now I should have 3, 5, 8, 12. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Swing in here. First check, heal trigger. That kind of sucks. Second check, and skill, counter blast 2, restand, swing it again. Second check, crit, power. And then this guy can swing in. We could put something into soul. We won't. We'll just counter charge. We'll swing in there. Kind of not liking this as much. Kind of not liking this as much. Had troubles hitting soul. So maybe we'll get rid of this. Excuse me. They don't really soul charge massively, so I don't know if I want Brainwash Swirler. You know who would be great though? Sargon might be kind of great if I can get it to proc. But we'll see if that can actually happen. Maybe what we can do is 3 and 3. See how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or whoops. Oh, whatever. 1, 2. Probably put that back anyways. Alright. Draw, discard, ride, skill, soul blast. Put that on bottom deck. Draw 1. Not bad. Put Sargon here. Swing in here. Check, draw trigger, power, draw, skill. Put this to soul. Go ahead. I'll take 1. Sucks. Guard. Draw. I guess we don't need 2 Amazing Magicians. Ride. Call. Swing. Soul charge. Swing. Cool. Nice hit. First check. Heal trigger. Let's go. Skill Sargon. That's kind of nutty. This does soul. Yeah, Sargon's the way to go. So I can discard all my bricks. So here we'll just get absolutely clapped on their first grade 3 turn unless they want to damage deny me. Stand and draw. It's only if I don't ride, so I guess we'll discard Switch Freaks for now. Ride into this. Put this back. Call these 2 fellers out. What are we at? We are at 6, 8, 10. Well, wow. Already we can restand. So that's not half bad. So what we can do is we can swing in here. Wow. And then this goes to soul. I forgot to use Fargnill's skill, but whatever. This goes to soul. Let's say I retired something. I can draw, but let's say I don't want to. Now he has the power, or he has the restand because he is. We've got 13. This is 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14. So first check, second check sucks. Kind of last 2. Do I have to discard? No, it just does it for free. That's kind of crazy. Swing in here, power, draw, skill. Let's say hit. I can put these 2 to soul. Yeah, Sargon is definitely the way to go. Swing. I put this to soul if I want to. Yeah, that's fine. Counter charge. And I can use the skill of that to put Squid Freaks into soul and draw 1. Ooh, Fargnell looking kind of good too. Guard, PG. Discard, PG. Rhyme. This guy is in my soul, right? Yeah, so bind him. And I hate that he wants you to discard. It's just kind of annoying. Draw. 10k and a crit here. Presumably something got retired. Maybe we'll put this to soul. Draw. Okay, use this soul charge. We did get something, but we can't really use it right now. I mean, we could just call her out and not use the skill. And then +10 from Persona Rhyme. You can swing in here with this, and counter charge, and then swing in here, bind Squid Freaks if you wanted to, but might be worth it. Get just fucked. it just absolutely fucked. Absolutely get fucked. Oh, just absolutely fucked. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I like that a lot. Cool. Glad to see Farmville. I was gonna make a list for Farmville, like, before they announce any of the trial deck, the start decks or whatever, but oh well. I'll wait until all this stuff comes out, I guess. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good. Those decks are looking pretty good. Everyone that's been shitting on the price might end up having to eat their words, because it's looking like it's a lot worth it now. But alright. Yeah, he's still missing the right deck. Even though it's pretty much just this, right? Like, I don't think they're gonna have anything better that's this. This is really insane. So let's go ahead now. It's about time for us to learn what the hell Gandeeva does. All I've heard is stories of Gandeeva. Myths and legend of this super insano mode tier 0 deck. But I should probably learn how to play right now. I've seen a lot of people use the buff saga stuff. I don't see the point in that. It's just to not mill, but thin your deck out by 1 card. I don't feel like that's worth it. We're not gonna do that. What starter do you want to use?
Let's see. We can use egg, or we can use egg.
Let's see. I guess we'll just use the Gandeeva one. Yeah, so that's the ride deck one, and then the other ride deck one is the Brawlic looking dude.
Which is...
I heard this apparently sucks, or whatever. This guy. And then Gandeeva is this guy here. Okay. So let's see what we got.
So grade 1, if your opponent has 1 or less rear guards, when you would ride the next dude, you can do so without discarding a card from your hand.
Okay. 1 or less decks. Play out 2 of those. That's kind of crazy. Bob is because Gandeeva's native ride line is pretty bad. I don't know about bad. That's silly. You search shield and used for ride fodder twice. I don't know about that. Bab doesn't play Travis anymore, right? Might build Eugenia? No, she doesn't. I mean, she could, but they play other stuff, I think.
I don't know, man. Writing for free sounds good. Reducing this to be free sounds good. That all sounds really good to me.
Nemesis reward upon if your opponent has 2 or more rear guards, you may call his own results. I don't have to do that. Okay. And this just says it reduces the cost. And this says
when your opponent's rear guards are retired to your turn, choose a card from your drop, and you may bind it face down.
Gotcha.
Then, during your turn, all of your front row units get 2k for each card, for each face down card in my buying zone. And if 5 or more, he gets a critical. Gotcha. Then, Counterblast 1, choose 5 of your opponent's rear guards with different grades. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Retire all the chosen units with the same grade as any other cards revealed. Shuffle your deck, and if the number of units retired is 1 or less, draw a card. Choose a card from your draw, and bind it.
Okay.
Interesting. I think even White Line is bad. Some people just play the grade 1 Bob to deck thing, which I get, but like just for 1 card, like I get deck thinning is deck winning, but like I don't know. Is it really deck thinning if you're playing some useless card? I don't know. I'm not against it that much, but I don't want to use it because I feel like this ride line is good enough.
We have a crit, so we want to play this.
For heal triggers,
I guess we're gonna be playing against the mirror all the time, right?
so we add this.
You draw a lot, so I think you're supposed to play fronts, and then just a bunch of crits.
It's gonna be so nice playing a deck that is not only good, but like gets to make use of like
all these other things that I can't use because I play Barrel Magus, like fronts,
these PGs being able to draw,
all that stuff, damage line, all that stuff.
The thing with Gandeeva is that he binds way faster than you'd expect. Almost feels like Bushi underestimated how fast you can get that crit. And then he snowballs really stupid.
Yeah. So I've heard. And then you just play like basically everything in the set from what I've seen. Plus, best part of this. Which I don't know if it's a 3 of or a 4 of right now. Best harvest. Best harvest. It should be around here. There, best harvest. So it says when something's retired in main phase, draw a card. Gotcha. We'll try 4 for now. And then, yeah, so it's basically everything from the set. So this says, I know there's one that says like on place retire, and there's another one that gives you multi-attack, and then there's also the cycle card, which is good. So this says when your Vanguard of Gandeeva and its card name is this? Why am I hearing? Whatever. Card name attacks a grade 3 or greater. Kind of boss when I'm buying this face down. Look at the top 5. Choose up to 1 grade 3 or unit. Oh yeah, multi-attacker sounds good to me. When this is placed on rear, Persona Rod Count Blast 1, retire all your opponents in the same column. Pretty good. Maybe 4 of that. This says when you have a Vanguard or Gandeeva and its card name Counter Blast 1, choose one of your opponents' rear guards retire it. If you do not, yep, 4 of that. Definitely got a lot of counter blasting. Is Gandeeva's skill Counter Blast also? Yeah, so y'all need some kind of counter charger. Which I think they do have, right? This one, right? Tech is very stupid, yeah. When your opponent has 24 KOs, multi-attack hit for certain numbers, yeah, they do have their own counter charger. The end of the battle is boosted. If anyone was tired, bind this face down, draw a card. That doesn't seem horrible. Back row Gandeeva attacks. If you have 3 more, bind this. I think that's basically it, right? I don't know if there's any tech spots that you can play in. I feel like you want to play stuff that Soul Blast is. Just so you can very easily bind cards from your drop. But I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Maybe more grade 1s, because I have a lot of grade 2s. And some grade 3s. I want to try and do this without looking at a list right now. Something that can Soul Blast is all that I'm thinking of. Because I can only bind stuff from my drop zone. So I have to fill up my drop zone somehow. Other than just like guarding and stuff. Because if I guard, then I don't have Counter Blast. I don't think there's really anything that's Soul Blast. I think I just do Soul Blast. So if it hits, that's Counter Blast. That's, we got, I guess. Alright, so that is one thing. I'll give them that. Playing this does fill up your drop. Because you Soul Blast out the starter. So there is that. There's that merit in the right line. So fair. This isn't half bad. I just don't have a lot of grade 1s to make use of it. Regard to your turn, Soul Blast to get 5k. Wow, great, awesome, love it. No. New. When retired during your main phase, Soul Blast at the top 5. Choose from 1 grade 1 unit from among them, call it to rear and shuffle your deck. I mean, that's not horrible. That's free. It's just locked to grade 3, which is fine because I can Soul Blast immediately bind it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's not have that. Going here, draw 3? 5? Why did I say 3? I don't know what's wrong with 3. Get rid of everything. Oh. It's fine. Draw, definitely want this for later. So I guess discard this. Ride. Pass turn, take that. Draw. Oh, another burst harvest. I think I have the count. How do you get the counter blast to do all this shit? You can only use one best harvest, so I'm gonna discard one here. Actually, no, this lets you discard ride for free, right? Yeah, so I'll just ride for free. And we don't want to play anything because it's locked Gandeeva basically. So assume we get rushed here, which just means I have all the counter blasts to use in the world. Draw, and this has become free, so that does make sense. I'm gonna draw a bunch, so let's go ahead and discard. Right, my skill is free. Play this, counter blast 1, retire. And then now that I retire, I bind this face down. I should have played this. Oh, I don't have it. Never mind. I saw it in the damage zone. I thought I had it in my hand. I should have played this. So now I draw. Cool. And we can use that. And then that does its thing. And then I can do this, which is now free. Choose grades. Let's say 1 and 2. And I look at the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Retire. And since it's 1 at last, I draw. And I bind, and then I bind again. And since I retired, I draw. Right? So that's plus that. I don't feel like I'm doing this as good, but maybe I just didn't have best hand here. Everything just gets plus 6. So swing, bind this. Look at the top, what? At the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we play this. And let's say we can counter blast 1. Then I draw, and I can't buy anything. But this gets plus 2. First check, second check. Swing, counter charge or whatever. Oh, this binds when I counter charge. Okay. So then this is plus 5 and then a crit. Okay. End my turn. Guard. Whoops. Guard. PG. Discard. PG. Maybe not. I'll take the last one. Intercept. Ride. Draw. Play best harvest. Play this. This calls it. No, it doesn't call it the same column, so we use this. Skill, counter blast 1, retire 2. This triggers bind and bind. Draw this. Soul blast. At the top, what? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And call out a grade 1. Up to grade 1? Choose up to 1. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna not do that. We'll play this, and then this skill. Counter blast 1. I don't know, 1 and 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Retire both. Whoops. Shuffle. Bind and bind. Retire, draw, and draw. So we got how many? We got 9. Yikes. This gets a crit. And then I'll play this here, I guess. This is when Gandeeva attacks. Okay. So this 47, Gandeeva, this binds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call it out again. Good. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Everyone gets another +2. You basically get +20. First check front trigger. Second check front trigger. Bro, just die. Just insta death. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I have now, right? 11, yeah. Alright. A little slow at start. Interesting.
So, the deck definitely needs some counter blast
to get its thing going. I like this thing. I get using the
I can appreciate
the starter, the Buff Sour stuff a little bit more.
Just because this you don't kind of want to not discard. You kind of want to discard just to have an extra card in drop
that you can bind.
And the grade 1 from Buff Sour makes you Soul Blast. So that's 2 cards in your drop. So that's not half bad. I get that. But I like the skill of this. So I think I'll probably just use that and then get rid of the shield after that. Other than that, this was cute. I don't know if it's actually very useful. I'll have to see what other decks they play. But everything else just seems really strong. I get to kill Burger King before its second grade 3 turn or snowballs like that, yeah. So it just falls into that same category with Eva, Chronojet, Messiah, where you just can't let it escalate, or you know, have something else that lets you survive up to that point. Interesting. Let's look at all. Does this need to... Oh, it's only the overdose for it. Never mind. Intercepts. Choose one of my grade 1 units and it gets 5. Okay, that sucks. It sucks that I can't call Trick Moon with that. I've always wanted to make use of this card, but... only with Overlord. And if only I'll do that. Only for Eugene. No. Technically you can use this, but you can only use the first skill with Eugene. Technically you can use that too. It's not horrible. Mars anti-retire tactics don't work because the A-hole binds if he can't retire, so no matter what he gets to bind her. Like, yeah, basically. So that's why I don't see the point of like using like MPICs and stuff. I think you're just better off using stuff that calls itself from drop and like origins and stuff instead of like protecting your units. I think you're just better off recovering from it than preventing it. No, can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. Yeah. You have 3 or less regard. So less. You got 5% in battle, and they have 1 less. This isn't horrible either, because you can Soul Blast out 2. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think you really need it, now that I think about it. But does you fulfill a condition pretty easily. Excuse me.
And this does help you Soul Blast out as well, so. This is Dragon 2 marker. Insta ignore. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does suck if you discard and you use this. Then you can't Soul Blast, which is kind of lame. So you just gotta remember to use it on turn 2, I guess. But then you had the shield. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's fine, because obviously, of course, ideally you want to discard it every turn, but if you don't get it every turn, that's fine. So you can just do it that way, nothing else needs soul. So I guess that works, yeah, fine. Fine. Here's the grade 0. Or the grade 1. Either or. Where did they go? Here it is, okay. I just have to find space for the shield somehow. Oops. Oh, there's no great. I haven't selected the great one. That's why it's fucking out. There we go. What is this BGM? It is. I think you can't go back. Yeah, you can't go back. But extend. Yeah. It is Mega Man Battle Network. Typically, used to be whenever someone would ask me the song, I would always have to answer with "It's Mega Man Battle Network" because that's usually always what's blasting in the background. But I forget that I've had this massive SMT kick the last couple of years that I can't always say that. But it's typically one of the two. I don't know. Do I need to play 4 Best Harvest? I guess I do. I just don't know what to take out. I guess a cycle card? Also this thing? Yeah, I guess I don't need that many of that. Get rid of all of that. Because I'm not going to have as much soul to fuck around with that anyways, right? You gotta pick the shield, because that's what Buffsaga always searches 9 out of 10 times, so... so now I have space for 2 cards. Ideally grade 1s. What can I put? Choose one of your units boosting, and when it gets to retire. So this is like some weird Sargon kind of thing. Except the Soul Blast is, which isn't horrible. This can't be written. And if when this unit is placed on rear, your opponent's rear guard was not retired this turn, retire this turn. Retire this unit, I mean. Which kind of sucks because I wanted to use it early on. I guess I could use this. I can bind it, draw a card. Yeah, I guess I would just use that. That's fine. Thanks. I used this music to usurp your enemies. Good. Yeah, so I think that's the Gandeeva list we'll use. I ordered from 50 cards I think I've said it a bunch of times, but a split from Dragon Empire. And I just have to take a look at now how I'm going to build it, but we just did that. So I think that's just what it's going to be. I'll borrow the SPs from the Buff Saga that I never play. And I feel like this is typically what they use anyways, right? So it should be fine. Just the heal triggers might be different or something like that. And I have seen some of them still play draws, which I don't know, think about that. I don't know. I feel like if you're playing fronts, you might as well play all of the counter heals because you're just gonna face against yourself and or Eva, right? And I feel like that's good. And I think Messiah also gets a crit. Ugh, that's another deck that I have to figure out what the fuck it does. So it's not this. It's probably the Stride, right? So what do they do? CB1, turn something face up. Choose any number of cards, any number of your opponent's lock cards, unlock them. And then choose one of your rear guards, and it gets 5k at the end of the turn for each card unlocked this ability. Gotcha. And this says Counterblast 1. choose any number of your opponent's locked cards, unlock any player's locked cards, unlock them. And if you locked a card, choose the same number of your rear guards as the number of cards unlocked by this ability. Stand them. Fuck this stride shit. To the other turn, all front units. Oh, I thought they were all gonna get a crit. What do they need 10k for? You have a fucking crest, bro. What do you mean you give another 10k? Bro, eat my dumb fucking ass, bro. Like, oh my god. Gives 10k after already giving 10k. I mean, I guess this one doesn't flip, but still. Anyways, and also this it's a crit. Yeah, so you need it for Messiah. Be reminded that should have stayed dead. Oh, heck. You and your hate for G. Yeah, I think that's just what it's gonna have to be. Alright. With that, I think we'll call it there. Couple of minutes before I have to do my drugs. Which is fine. And we're back Thursday. I think Thursday we'll do some more what is it called? Due days? Yeah, that's what it's called. We'll do some more due days. And I think that'll just kind of be the schedule for now. But I probably like 99.9% sure will not stream next Tuesday. Because I'm getting my wisdom tooth removed this weekend. So maybe no streams next week, maybe no videos either next week or the week after that. We'll see how things go. But pray for your boy. It's gonna suck. And I'm going on like vacation at the end of the month. So June is gonna be a spotty month, but I'll see if I can do enough things beforehand so it's not as spotty. But yeah, wisdom teeth are indeed stupid, as ironic as that may be. But yeah, we'll play some Deer Days on Thursday. Don't know what exactly, but we'll see. But all right, that's what that was. That's the dog's hair. Hope you guys have a good morning, night, evening, afternoon, supper time, whatever it may be. Take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard and have yourselves a damn good one. As music goes silent really quickly.